Hello everyone, this is MilesTailsPrower's here, or Ryan Terry if you would call me, and I'm here to do another review. Actually, my first review, but it would be 3-in-1. This time it's for 3 trains, 3 lines. The W, the V, and the infamous 9 train. And I gotta say, for all you people out there, I gotta say it's been pretty hard since the W, the V, and the 9 has left, because the MTA thought there was a lot of drop downs on it, not only for that, but for budget cuts. So, let's start with the W, shall we? Before we start, real quick thing, I'm not one of those photo editor people, or video editor people, but if you can help me, if one of you wanna meet up with me one day and help me how to do this, photo edit and video edit and all that, make like a slideshow, blah blah blah, that would be really helpful. Or make a video of how to do it on your YouTube. Alright, let's start with my line, the Broadway line. Let's start with the W. The W used to run from Astoria, same thing like the N, except that it didn't go to Coney Island. From there, the W shoots down Astoria Boulevard, down to Queensboro Plaza, making that awesome turn that Knuckles the Echidna always talks about. Turn. And meets up with the 7 train, just like the N and the Q nowadays, side by side with the 7 train. From there, the W stays with the N and the Q. And the next stop will be, Lexington Avenue, 59th Street. Transfer available to the 4, 5, 6, N, R, and F trains. Free transfer available to the F train with a MetroCard transfer by using your MetroCard, not mine, yours. From there, meets up at 57th Street, 7th Avenue with the Q train. Then all of them bustle down Broadway, down to Times Square, meeting up with all those transfers, 1, 2, 3, 9, 7, ACE, shuttle to the Grand Central, and the Port Authority bus terminal. Let's see, hold on a second. Give me a second, guys. I'll continue in a bit. Okay, let me continue the video. Alright. God damn, I hate when people interrupt me when I'm doing my videos. Anyways, okay, where was I? Oh yeah, after that, it shoots down to 14th Street, meeting up with the 4, 5, and 6 trains again. This time meeting up with one of the infamous, fastest trains of all, the L train. From there, the four yellow flying foxes shoot down again, but this time in Lower Manhattan. The W and the R split up from the Q and the N. The Q and the N at Canal Street go onto the bridge. Meanwhile, the R and the W shoot down Lower Manhattan, when the R goes into the Montague Street Tube, and the W ends at Whitehall Street. Transfer available to the 1 and the R train. Transfer available to Staten Island Ferry. Okay, done with the W train. If you want, you can pause the video or you can send me a message. I'll type in what the W is and all that, or you can just look it up. Now let's start with the V train. The V train is basically the F train and the new M train putting together. The V train started from Lower East Side 2nd Avenue, Midtown Manhattan, somewhere about that. Lower Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan, where the F train was. The 2 tracks in the inner of the both island platforms were never used much. They were supposed to be used for South 4th Street subway, something like that, which headed into Williamsburg, Brooklyn, or downtown Brooklyn. And let's see. After that, the V train. Here's the thing, guys. I've been on the V train a lot of times, but I'm not a big fan of 6th Avenue, so I'm not. Hold on a second. The V train then shoots up 6th at 14th Street, if I'm correct, meets up with the B and D trains. After that, the V and the four orange bitches shoot up 6th Avenue to 34th Street Penn Station. Transfer available to the 1, 2, 3, and Q, R, and W. So the 9 and Path and Amtrak. Hold on a second. Let's see what else. Ha. Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, they shoot up to meeting up with quick thing. It meets up after that when the B and the D go with the A and C. I don't think the E is with yeah. The V shoots with the E and the F is by itself, going on the Queensbridge line. 21st Street Queensbridge, and at that, when it gets to Queens Boulevard in Queens, the V train is local, but sometimes when it arrives at 71st Continental or Lower East Side 2nd Avenue, it can appear on any track. So you better keep your eyes open for this one, and your ears open for this one. Eyes and ears open. Keep them open, or guess what? Oh yeah, just a Lego railgun I made from some Metal Gear shit I was trying to do. Oh my god, shit. These people. Oh my god, some douchebag. Anyways, just like, unlike the E and the F, they go shooting express. They're like, fuck the R, fuck the V, and fuck the G. Yeah, this time, the G was with it at the time. This is the time when the G did not end at Court Square, and it still went to 71st Continental Avenues. So, meets up with the R and the G, then they just like the E and the F, except they're not going express, but they're going local. They shoot up and down Queens Boulevard until it hits Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. Transferable to the E, F, G, R, and V trains. Transferable to 7 train upstairs. Next up, and then it shoots down just like the R and the new M. God damn, I hate that train. And let's see, the G, R, and V. All 3 of them ended at 71st Continental at the time. Sometimes the V was extended. People don't know this, but it was extended to Jamaica Center. The E went to Jamaica Center with... Hold on. The E went to Jamaica Center with the J and Z, or sometimes a rerouted M train. But also, most of the time you'll find on rush hours, you'll find the E train meeting up with the F train. And this is at the time when the E train used R32s, R42s, and very rarely on an occasion an R46. The V... Okay, now that I'm done with the line, the V train... Actually, after this, I'll talk about the equipment. After I talk about the line, because I don't want to get into that whole equipment thing, blah, 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 after the line. Anyways, let's start with the 9 train. The 9 train basically is a duplication of the 1, except that in Upper Manhattan and the Bronx, it was a skip stop, just like the J and Z. The 9 train, there was something special about it. That's why I like the 9 train so much. If you see me on rail fanning or somewhere in the system, the reason why I like the 9 train is because it was a short-lived train for only 13 years. 13 years it lived. Just think it. A 13-year-old train that only ran for 13 years itself. I understand there was low ridership on it, but that doesn't mean to keep it stop running. I mean, what's the point? If you're gonna still have... Because now, just think of it. If the MT is watching this, you better be listening and keep your ears open. And your eyes. Besides, my body can kill you. Just because that there's low ridership doesn't mean that the fucking city is gonna double in size in the next 20 years. You never know. Look at this. Since 2005, what the fuck has happened to the city? Look, we've tripled in size. There's like 3 trillion people in fucking New York City. And now, look, I can't even get on the N train sometimes when I'm going home, because I understand you guys gotta fix up the Montague Street Tunnel and all. And I understand you're putting the R train on the bridge, but why take out old train lines? I understand there was a shortage of cars on the other train lines, but it just doesn't make sense what you guys do. I would never understand you guys. I would never understand the MTA. No. Alright. Now, The 9 train ran from 242nd Street, Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. Just like Knuckles said, shooting down to South Ferry Loop. Same thing, just watch Knuckles' video and you'll see about the 1. It meets up with the 1, 2, 3, and the 9, blah blah blah. All four red pieces of bubble gum. That's what I call them. And basically that's about it. Now let's start with the equipment. Sorry about that, I'm just getting fucking tired right now. For the W train, the W at first you would very, very rarely find a 32 on the W. But most of the time, when the W first came around, we didn't have 160s yet. The W was mostly awfully slants, 42s, and 40Ms. But as the years kept going on until like 2006, that's when we started getting the 160s. The E train, I think, was the E train. If not many people noticed, but the E and the Q were the E and the N were the 2 first ones to get the 160s. Oh yeah, just like Knuckles said, it's not too black no more. It's too strong. No, it's not too strong no more. It's too weak. It's weak. It can't even fucking hold itself up. It can't even pull its own cars. If you guys don't know, also, let me get out of the video for a minute. I do have a 1979 map. I've been meaning to take a picture of it and posting it on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook as Ryan Hawk, and then you'll see my thing, Tails. It has a picture of Tails and Cosmo, blah blah blah. Yes, I like Cosmo. I'm a furry. That's what my brother calls me, a furry. I don't know what the fuck that means. Alright, let's get back. The W, blah blah blah, you find 40Ms, slants, and 42s on it. Rarely an occasional 32. You would also, when its 160 started coming around, when the slants were destroyed and all that in 2009. I mean, it was only a year after the W, V, and the old M left. Same thing like the V at last, sometime in a day, I'm not sure. I never caught an R40 slant V train. I mean, I was on the V all the time, most of the time, but I never caught a slant on it. But I've seen pictures of a slanted V. It was either a 42, a 32, or a 40M. Let's see. And now, I gotta say, the 32s on the W actually went fast, but here on the N, the slants and the 32s, this was at the time when the 32s and the slants were on the N. That was the best time of my life. For rail fanning and in my childhood, that was one of the best moments. Every time when I was younger, I used to go up to the window with the slants. I don't care, whoever was at the window, I want the window. Yeah, same thing, that's how nowadays you'd see me on the C train, always at the window. Looking out the window. Anyways, basically that's about it. Now, last but not least, let's go with the 9 train. The 9 train's equipment was basically, like the E, a clusterfuck, not 32s, but 62As. 3-door cars, bulky in the front, big ass fucking sign on the right window. If you're looking at the front window, it'd be on your left. Basically all it said was fucking 9 on it, and the road signs were the same as the ones. 242nd Street, Van Cortlandt Park, in the Bronx, South Ferry, Lower Manhattan. Basically that's about it. That's all I have for today, you guys. I have 1 more minute to do this. Now, before I go, I am going to give you guys a little something. Here is my 7th World's Fair train. Damn, I can't stop touching that. The gates. I see you guys. There you can check it out. There's the back, there's the front, there's the bottom, here's the trucks. Take a good look at the trucks. Anyways, if you guys want to add me on BVE Station, because I do have TeamSpeak, MilesTailsPrower's BVE, you find me on there. I'll catch you guys later. and keep the rail fan going, and without me the air keeps going. Have a good day, guys.